Hey, so now we are doing rule number 4, and rule number 4 is the first one that gets a little bit more complicated. It's your negative exponents. So the short version is that any number raised to a negative exponent is just in the wrong location. In order to get rid of your next negative exponent, this number, which is hypothetically in the numerator, belongs in the denominator, 1 over 3 to the 4th. Now, since my base is a 3, I could do 1 over 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 and get 1 over 81. So 1 over the 3 to the 4th, all that did was get rid of the negative exponent. But if you were asked to get rid of all exponents, you'd want to go all the way to 1 over 81. So if you had 4 to the negative second, it's in the wrong location because the exponent is negative. 1 over 4 to the second. You could do 1 over 4 times 4 and get 1 over 16. So 1 over 4 to the second would just be getting rid of the negative exponent. 1 over 16 would be getting rid of the entire exponent. This also holds true if you have a negative exponent in the denominator. For example, if 2 to the negative third were in the denominator, it's in the wrong location. In order to get rid of the negative exponent, you can bring it up to the numerator and the exponent becomes positive. If it made you feel better, you could write 2 to the third over 1, but the over 1 isn't necessary. Getting rid of the negative exponent would be 2 to the third. If I actually did 2 times 2 times 2, I would get 8 as my answer. If they are variables raised to a negative exponent, x to the negative 4th, you can also relocate them to the denominator, 1 over x to the 4th. But since we don't know what x is worth, we would stop there. If you had a number, a coefficient with a variable raised to a negative exponent, the 3 does not have an exponent. The 3 would stay in the numerator. Only the y to the 7th would go to the denominator. However, if there were parentheses around the 3y and all of that were raised to the negative 7th, then you would go 1 over, and the 3y would all move to the denominator with the power of 7. Now, in this case, you can simplify slightly more because you can do 3 to the 7th. 3 to the 7th power is 2,187. So you could go as far as 1 over 2,187, which raises the 3 to the 7th. And then you would have y to the 7th after. All of it would be in the denominator.